He had offered to take me as well as 3 friends and himself out for a birthday dinner as my birthday gift, he said.
All right. So did you ask your 3 friends?
I did.
All right. And they were psyched? You were psyched? Mm-hmm. Did he give you, like, either a limit or a choice of restaurants, or he just said, whatever you want, I'll do?
He said, the sky is the limit, basically. My birthday. I can choose anything.
All right. So that was great, right? But then something happened before your birthday, right?
Yes, Your Honor. So we had been having issues for a few months, actually leading up to the incident. He's a workaholic and honestly just didn't prioritize our relationship, didn't make any time for me. He has horrible communication skills, honestly.
So why'd you keep dating?
I loved him. Unfortunately.
No, it sounds like it's not working.
Well, I really wanted to make it work.
Okay.
I really believe in, pushing through and trying to make a relationship work when you love someone.
Oh, girl, spoken like someone who hasn't spent 32 years with somebody. You better have a good working base, because if you have problems now, you're gonna have problems later. But go on.
Yeah, I wish I would have figured that out sooner,
Yeah,
honestly.
you're not the first and you won't be the last to stick around longer than one should. I'm going to ask him the same questions. I mean, I'm not, But in any event, he gets a call one day, and it's his ex-girlfriend, right?
Yeah, his phone, we were watching a movie, and he went to the bathroom, and he left his phone on the couch. I am not a jealous person. I've never snooped on his phone. I completely trust him. I trust most people.
I don't think she...
Just a second. Hold on. Go on.
I trust people unless they give me a reason not to. His phone was just blowing up. It just kept dinging, and I looked at it, and it was his ex-girlfriend.
Was she calling or texting?
She was calling, and she also had been texting.
What'd the text say?
Just talking about catching up, basically, meeting up, coffee. So we came out of the bathroom, and I lost it at him, I think reasonably so. And he let me go through his phone. And it was mostly just them talking about catching up, but they're talking about getting lunch, getting coffee, all these things behind my back. And if he had just been honest with me and told me about it, I probably would have been fine with it. But he went behind my back, snuck behind my back with her. I honestly don't know what was said off of the phone. I don't feel like...
But what you read on the phone didn't, it wasn't like, oh, you were great last night. It didn't,
no.
It looked like they were trying to connect or whatever, and you just didn't like that.
Right. It was honestly more just how secretive he was being about it. It's humiliating. He didn't even tell me that he was talking to her, and now they're going to go out to lunch, they're going to go out to coffee with his ex-girlfriend.
Did he think that it was a big deal?
No, clearly not. I mean, he did let me go through his phone, but he really just completely brushed it off. But obviously, it was a big deal because they're now back together.
Oh. All right, but...
But this is months later.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to you. Just hold it. All right, so how long before your birthday dinner is this?
This was a couple weeks before my birthday dinner.
So then you pick your birthday dinner, and where do you pick?
Well, basically the day of, I hadn't found a place yet. Honestly, I'd been preoccupied with him. And one of my best friends who was coming sent me a barbecue place as a suggestion because she knows that I love barbecue. So I honestly didn't really look over the menu too much, but I just thought, great, she'll like it, I'll like it. And told him that's where I wanted.
He was coming to the dinner, right?
Yes, yeah.
He's a vegan.
Right.
Okay. So you honestly didn't look at the menu? You don't deny that you had said, this is your present, I'm going to pay for dinner for you and 3 friends? Mm-hmm. Right.
No, Your Honor.
All right. So what happened?
She chose a restaurant, texted me at work that we were going to go 2 hours prior to the dinner time. I show up, and assuming a 4-star restaurant has some vegan options for me to eat, also assuming my girlfriend that loves me so much chose a restaurant I could participate and eat in the meal that I'm paying for 4 other people in. If I could actually present some evidence, these were the vegetarian options at the restaurant.
Can we see that on the screen, please?
Water and socks. And
vegetarian options. Here at St. Danes, we pride ourselves on our unique vegetarian offerings. Water, no charge. Your own socks, no charge. Leaving quietly, no charge. And that's it. Enjoy. Yeah.
I also have the text that's just right previously to the dinner, just to kind of show that she was not really considering
No, I think
giving
she's
me
sending you a message. This is where we're going at 7 p.m. Try not to be late. St. Dane's Barbecue. Okay, sure, sounds good. Did you ever look at the menu? Because she gave you the site and everything. All you have to do is click on that.
Had to leave work immediately and head straight there.
Okay, well, that's fine, but it takes that to click on the menu. But in any event, how did your socks taste?
I took the last option.
All right, so you asked them for coleslaw, you asked them for whatever it is, you asked them for the things it could be, and they say to you what?
No salads. No, they couldn't accommodate me in any way. They're
Well,
not even,
but what? Because they couldn't guarantee that their
no
salad
dairy,
didn't
no
touch
cheese, no meat. Everything was touched by some sort of meat in that restaurant, I'm assuming. So
Was the-
I ordered bread.
You ordered bread?
complimentary bread.
Okay, did you order enough bread to fill up on?
Just enough.
Okay,
To get out.
what'd you do? What'd you do after you
I-
shoved your face with bread and water and socks? What'd you
I
do?
pointed at the menu and let her, obviously
What'd you say?
I felt a certain way that she had chosen a restaurant. And
Okay, but I didn't
Hold on,
choose it.
hold on. You did choose it.
My friend chose it.
I pointed out that
By
there
the
was
way,
no
had you
option.
told your friend about, that he was talking to his ex?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We all know why you two
So-
chose it, but it doesn't matter. Go on.
So yes, the four set of eyes on me at dinner pretty intensely, and then pointing out on the menu that there's nothing for me to eat, even asking the waiter if they
What'd
could
you
accommodate.
do?
I went to the restroom and then I left out of the back of the restaurant.
You guys,
In all honesty, I think the man was 100% wrong. This is your guest's birthday, for crying out loud. And she picked a place of interest for her birthday, which you ask her to, making her a promise that you're going to sponsor the birthday. What you would have done is to probably take water while she eats, since you know that you're a vegan, other than sneaking out on her. That was 100% wrong. Let's continue to watch this video to find out what happened.
And left them to pay their own bill.
Yes, Your Honor.
See, if you stayed there, ate the bread, drank the water, and broke up with her, that would be the gentlemanly thing to do, right? And never mind gentlemanly, that would be the contractually obligated thing to do. If I make a promise that I'm going to give you $1 million if I win the $20 million lottery, and then I win the $20 million lottery, and you say, give me my $1 million, you would have to prove to a court of law that you detrimentally relied on my promise to make my promise into a contract. In this case, those four women detrimentally relied on your promise to pay the bill. They gave up their night, they showered, they put makeup on, they showed up at the restaurant, and they ordered food under your promise that you were buying the meal. I realized that it was probably hostility towards you, and it reached its intended purpose. If you intended for him to flee, he fled right into her arms, but that's neither here nor there.
I think in this case, I'm going to choose the side of the lady. And from the way the case is going, I think the judge is going to rule the case in favor of the plaintiff. Yes. Because, like I said before, the man was 100% wrong.
So she is coming to me and saying to me, Judge, I want the money I had to pay for that meal because he promised. And what is your legal defense to that?
Technically, I ordered off the menu by leaving the restaurant, and she chose a restaurant that I couldn't participate in. The dinner was for me as well. I mean,
Tough. The dinner was her present for her and for you to take her, 3 friends, and you to dinner. If you couldn't eat, just don't eat. Are you vegan or vegetarian?
Vegan.
Okay, so you guys are really serious. You don't want anything touched by animal product, right? Right. So, it's kind of hard for you to find meals sometimes unless you go to specific restaurants. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I have vegan friends. So I know that. You know that. So sometimes you're drinking bread and water, ain't you?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so this is one of those times. Because if you went to a wedding, you wouldn't leave the wedding, right? You would just sit there and probably do what my vegan friends do, which is they eat beforehand sometimes, just in case, and then they
I'm
bring a
assuming
snack.
This person loves me and wants to.
No, she doesn't. She's angry that your ex-girlfriend is texting you and that you didn't mention it. And then you end up dating, you went back with your ex-girlfriend, right?
Much after.
Much after. All right. Well, I'm not here to judge whether it was after, before, or anything else. I'm only here to judge one thing. Was there a contract? And I say there was. because there was detrimental reliance upon your promise. And did you breach it? And I say you did, because you didn't pay. So you're going to have to pay for it now. $379.07. Verdict for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $379.07.
You are the most selfish, dishonest, cheap man I've ever met.
Just like I said, the way the case was going, I knew that the judge was definitely going to rule the case in favor of the plaintiff. I choose the plaintiff side, I choose the lady side, and 100% I agree with the judge. But tell me, what do you think? What are your thoughts about the case? And whose side are you on? The plaintiff or the defendant? And what's your reason?